So the first step I'm going to be teaching you guys is actually to get better skins. Because if you get better skins, your skills will actually improve by at least 200%. And this will make you a really good player, and you will not actually need to know any of the other tips in this video, because the skins will just make you way too good, and you'll win everything and get $1 million. So that's all you need. You just need skins, and you will get extremely good at this game. Hey guys, my name is Lozo and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys 5 tips on how to become a better CSGO player. This tutorial will mainly apply to lower ranks such as Gold, Nova, and Silver, but still may help a few people in the higher ranks as well. Okay, so step number 1 is actually finding your perfect sensitivity. Sensitivity is like how slowly or quickly your mouse moves and how comfortable you feel with it. If you're playing with a sensitivity that you're not comfortable on, you'll be playing a lot worse than what you could actually be playing on. So if you find a good sensitivity for you, you'll play a lot better than if you have a bad one. A good way to find your perfect sensitivity would be going onto an aim map. My preferred one is aimbots, and you can actually like try getting headshot and adjusting your sensitivity slightly every so often to like get the most optimal sensitivity for you to use, the one that gives you the most kills, the one that makes you the most accurate. So currently my one is on 1.7 and 0.5 for the op, and you will want to make yours as personalized as possible. Try not to use other people's, because everyone has a different sensitivity that they like to use, and yeah, everyone has different playstyles which require different types of sensitivities. Okay, so step number 2 is actually peeking corners. What I mean by peeking corners is, say you're going to be peeking A long and you think there's an upper there, okay? So what you'd actually want to do is not put yourself fully out there, because that would give the upper, if any decent upper, long enough for them to actually react to you standing here, and they'll be able to take you out quite comfortably, as long as they're pretty good. So what you'd want to do is actually maybe switch out to your knife, or just do a really quick peek, so you can actually like peek them really quickly, like at a close angle, like this, so like to see if they're actually there before actually pushing out. If you get really good at it, you can actually spot out the upper before he actually gets a chance to shoot you. So if you do it really quickly, so the upper will not have that much time to actually like shoot you, and if he does shoot, then you can push out, because you know that the upper is like waiting for the op to actually like switch to the next bullet. So then after he misses the shot, you can actually push out further and then be ready for him to repeat. And if you pushed out already and there's no upper, you might want to check for pit, and then pushing out a really wide angle, because there could be a person here. The best way to peek this would not be to really go close up, because if you go close up, like say here, the enemy could be standing right there and you wouldn't be able to see them. So the enemy would actually be able to see you before you get to see them. So a better way to peek this area would be to like peek a wider angle, so this gives the enemy less time to actually like see you, and more time for you to actually like react and shoot them. So they will not see you as quickly if you peek here than if you actually peek closer to the wall. And if you're going to peek a site with the AK or something, you might want to like clear the car area, so there might be a person peeking there, so you do a quick peek here and then maybe just like push out slowly, and there might be an upper either there or maybe there or there. So you want to check those 3 locations really quick, so like just peek the barrels and this area and here at the same time. So the way I would recommend pushing is actually, the way I like to push is like against this wall, because you get a better angle of the site and you can clear it out faster. Whereas if you're pushing here, you can only see this area and you have no idea if anybody's actually over there or here or anywhere on the site. So you have less information if you push here. So what you could do is have one teammate peeking the corner here to get the information, and one person just peeking into CT like this quickly to see if there's any uppers or any people standing here. But usually you'd smoke it when you're pushing, so that would not be a problem. So you just want to peek as wide as possible, maybe even jump onto the cars, get more information, see if there's anyone short. And yeah, so if you peek like that, you'll get way more information and be able to like execute and take sites way more efficiently. So step number 3 is actually crosshair placement. What I mean by crosshair placement is having your crosshair in the optimal position to like fight the enemy. So if you want to go for headshots, which you usually want to be doing, you want to have your crosshair at head height with the opponent. So you always have your crosshair on the head when you're peeking them. So if you're pushing short as a CT, when you want to do it, you want to actually keep your crosshair, like you want to aim your crosshair where you want to peek before you actually peek. So like if you're going to push here and you're expecting someone to go stairs, you just keep your crosshair as close, you just track the stairs with your crosshair, so it like follows the stairs almost. And if you're peeking short here, you want your crosshair to be where you think they're gonna peek, like at head height, and you want to keep it like keep the crosshair stuck around the wall. So you peek, then also peek here. So you want to pre-aim where you're going to peek before you actually peek, which will give you an advantage because you will actually be aiming at the opponent most of the time before you actually see them, which will give you an easier job at just reacting and pressing mouse 1 to shoot at them. So tip number 4 is actually having a plan for each round and coordinating with your teammates what you're going to do and what you're going to buy. So say, because you don't want 3 of your teammates having ops and 2 of them having only pistols like Glocks or such or something like that. You want to know who's going to drop gun if you're going to full buy but not many people have money, or what guns you're going to buy and who's going to op and who's going to buy an AK, who's going to carry the bomb, where you're going to go, which site you're going to go to, and how you're going to push the site. So that stuff's really important because if you're not prepared, the CTs can just ambush you and take you out with their own plan, and they will be prepared for anything. So you want to make sure that you have the best plan for the game possible. So you want to know if someone's going to do a particular smoke, who's going to do a flash, like let you like push out, and how you're going to push and take over a bomb site. So that stuff you have to discuss with your teammates. There's many different ways of pushing sites, winning rounds, and doing lots of different things. There's lots of different ways that you can do it. And I'm not going to go over all of those, but I'm only going to go over a few. So let's say you're going to have a slow push at B. So you'd want to have at least one upper, and you're a full buy. And you wouldn't just like buy 3 people with ops, because that wouldn't make much sense, because there's only upper tunnel that we would potentially want to peek with an op first to maybe get the opening frag. So you wouldn't really want 3 uppers to peek upper tunnel, so that would not be the best thing to do. So if you're going to push B upper tunnel and do push on the B, I would really only recommend 1 upper, because having more than 1 would not really be necessary, since there's only a small area to peek with the up, and after that the up relies on like the AKs and the SMGs to like clear out the site before it can do anything else. So step number 5 is actually going to be playing with friends or people you know and have past experience with in competitive, because if you do this, you guys will already know how each other plays, what guns you like to buy, who likes to op, who likes to AK, who knows a lot of smokes and can make very strategical, good decisions. And if you play like that, you have a very good coordinated team that can work together very well. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if any of these tips help you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.